Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm here with my awesome co-host JohnnyKpicks. How you doing tonight, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good, good. Finally getting the UFC back this weekend, so that's awesome. It's a pretty good card. You got the main event should be good for as long as it lasts. I don't think it's gonna last that long, but
Nah, I would say like maybe 3 rounds at most.
yeah. How'd you do for the last Sanhagen Song card, or how'd you like it? Would you like?
It was a pretty good card actually. It had some stinkers in there. The one I can off the top of my head is the Giles versus Kosuke fight. That was awful. It was like a dance hug session for 15 minutes. And but I ended up going like 7-6 on my picks, which isn't that great. And on my bets, I ended up losing like 2 units. So not horrible, but yeah, I could do better. I had some bad breaks a little bit here and there, but everybody does, so it's all right. How about you?
It was a weird card, man, with like the Sabatini fight, with the Zellhuber fight.
Yeah.
It was just a weird card. I went 3-3 for plus 0.85 units, which, like you said, I take that as a big win on that kind of card. But yeah, man, we're gonna make that bit. We're gonna get plus 5 units on this card or more. I feel like it's gonna be a good one. I actually went 2-0 on my over-unders on that card. So I've gone 8-0 in the last 3 cards. So I actually put in a couple extra over-under bets on this card.
Nice. Yeah, there's a couple of them that I really like too. So yeah, I like the over-unders way more than the money lines, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, man, I feel like the money lines are weird this week. I feel like, again, it's like a lot of kind of bigger, favorites that maybe just don't deserve to be that big of favorites.
Yeah.
Let's say what's up to the chat. We got our boy Papa Chuck here. He said, what's with this shit of a week off, week on, week off UFC? Exactly.
We were just talking about that before we went live. Like, this is crazy. Like, I was already like ready to go for next week, and I looked and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, we don't have another card. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it is weird, just to go one on, one off after we usually go, 12 in a row.
12 in a row, and I'm dying at like week 8. I'm like, come on, give me a week off.
Right, but man, you get in the groove though. You get in the groove of things, and you just get your studying down easier, all that. Now I'm kind of out of the swing of things. I even feel weird on the live. But we got Lou Betcha in the house, man. What's up, Lou? Everybody go check out his Twitter. All the shows he does on YouTube, everywhere, man. He really knows his stuff. He does great prop bets, like in-depth prop bets. So everybody check out Lou, man. And he said, "Excuse me, good sirs." He said, "I need a show that gives me bets to consider and then maybe bet." It's dark in here, so I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. Yeah,
don't worry, Lou. You're in the right place.
You're in the right spot. You want the winning bets, you're in the right spot. My boy Jason Ward is in here. He said, "Waiting for Blood Money MMA bets." What's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason?
Appreciate you waiting for us, man. Our boy Patrick, he said, "What's up, brothers?" Everybody check his show out tonight. He's got a show at 11 p.m. special time tonight with everybody's boy Wiz Bets, which he really knows his stuff too. So that's going to be an excellent show. So definitely check them guys out when our show's over. And also, we're going to be doing a fight companion for the first time this Saturday. It's going to be me, Johnny, and Patrick. So if you want to see what we look like during our bets and how we talk and everything, man, come join us. Come hang out if you ain't got nothing to do. I know I get nervous. I get the bet sweats when I got $250, $300 bets going. So in the over-unders, dude, I'm going to get up and pace in this little area. Usually I'm pacing back behind my couch and stuff. And just
You'll see me throw my hands up in the air and pretty much screaming like, "What are you doing?"
Fuck. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, man. We got to try it out and at least see what's up. And plus Patrick, dude, he knows the stuff. Another thing, come there for live bets, because I know Johnny and Patrick are both good at live bets. I'll give you my tips on the next fight on who I think and stuff. But
yeah, I don't really do too many live bets like in the fights, but like right before the fights, I'll like maybe come up with something that I didn't think of throughout the whole week, and I'll put like a small bet down or something.
Yep. That's so come check it out for that too. It'll be on my channel this time, and then I'm sure we'll do more, and we're gonna be moving it all around. My boy Carlos, CJP, he said, "What up, y'all?" He said, "I got the Platinum Kush today on deck, keeping it light this week for the bets." Yeah, man, Platinum Kush sounds great, and keeping it light on the bets sounds pretty good for this weird card.
Yep.
Lou Bet, you said 7-6. I'm out of here.
I don't blame you, Lou. Get out.
that was a tough card. That was a tough card. Oh, we got Bunny Hunter 09 in here. He said, "What's up, guys?" He said, "Hit the likes for my favorite show, man. We appreciate you coming in every single week, Bunny Hunter." He said, "I'm liking it because it gives me more time to watch film."
That's true.
The Burns, man, staple in the community for us here every week, said when Stoliarenko is lock of the night, you know the card's going to be good. Is that the lock of the night for the one dude that does the lock of the night that hit like 10, 11 in a row?
It's not too far-fetched. I'll give you that.
I hope so.
I think that fight can go either way, personally, but
yeah, I hope Stoliarenko does. I'll bet that under. I bet that under in that.
That's what I think. She's armbar or bust to win, but she could do it.
Yeah, she's got pretty decent striking. That girl's only a purple belt. She's fighting, dude. That's tough.
Interesting.
Yeah. Lou Betya said, "I don't know anything, but I'm a weirdo who's entertaining." That's legit. That's all you need to be, though, man. I mean, that's all we all are, really.
Yeah, that's true.
None of us know that much. I heard you may have a fourth guest for that. Yeah, if Lou Betya comes on that show with us, dude, that'll be awesome.
I heard about that guy, Lou Betya. He might be on there. That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. Yeah, Patrick. I didn't know if Patrick could really line him up. He said he could get him for us, man.
He's getting big guns. I mean, I'm not a big gun, but hey. He's getting the big guns. I'm okay with tagging along.
Yep. Hey, that'll be a good show with us four, dude. If we get them on, that'll be legit. Pike here. What's up, Pike? He said yes. He said, "Yes, lads. I'm thinking Castaneda over 2.5 rounds. Randy line, money line. I love both of them.
I like it.
I was actually gonna bet both of them, but I ended up doing some other things.
Yeah, I'm really close to betting Brown, but something's holding me back for some reason. I don't know what it is.
It's gonna be close, man. It's
gonna be like I just don't like the minus 300. If it was like 220 range or so, I'd be down all day.
Right, and he should win, but man, it's not gonna be pretty. Minus 300, dude. You should come out there and steamroll somebody.
I don't think he will.
Nobody steamrolls Trinado. That's the thing, man. It's hard to style on Trinado. It's hard to look good against him. You can get the win, but man, that dude is tough. The Burn said no, but I'm putting juice on her. I like Stoliarenko in that. John Newquist is here. He said everyone is locking on Ricci.
I like Ricci.
I put in a little 3-fight parlay for the show, just like a 0.45 unit one for fun with Ricci, Randy Brown, and over in I believe the Trevin Jones fight.
Okay.
But, yeah, man, I think that Ricci fight's going to play out a little close. I think she should win too, but that size advantage is wild.
Yeah,
I like Ricci though.
Yeah, we'll get to that fight. I have a whole bunch of little things for that fight, we'll get to it though.
Yep. Lou Betya said numbers so wide. Yeah, huge. Randy Brown's good, but I mean, I've seen him get dropped so many times. It's tough. Yeah, Carlos said this card is full of traps, guys. Be careful.
I agree.
Euphoria MG, we're back with the lives. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you joining us, bro. All right, man. Let's get into these for the first bet. The first fight, I might have them a little different, as you know. Real quick, our boy James and Amy's here. He said, "Johnny and Cody, what's up, guys? Let's get them this weekend."
That's right. Let's keep your streak alive, James.
Yep. Appreciate you showing up. I'm on a four card winning streak and 7 out of 8. So I'm definitely trying to keep that going. Oh, we got another one. Our boy Jack Banks MMA said, "What's up, fellas?" He said, "I know most people are on Dern this weekend, but I'm taking Yan. I think the line is wide." Yeah, I can't blame you. If she can keep it standing, she can do good. Everybody go check out Jack Banks MMA on Instagram and YouTube too. He does great shows. He knows what he's talking about. He definitely puts the time in. Barca 57 fam, what's up, fam? He said, "Let's make that money." Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Well, and then we got Miguel. He said, "I got parlay of Allen Jocko over 1.5. Oleinik Latifi under 2.5. Brown Trinado over 1.5. I love that.
I could see that for sure. I like it.
As long as that Latifi's under 2.5, because I bet that over 1.5 though. So after that, when they both are gassed, it's going to be a show.
Yeah,
so
I think it's going to end late second or third round for sure.
I'm hoping late, like you said. All right, let's get into this first fight. We got Jessica Penne versus Tabitha Ricci, and I'll let you start this one off. Since
this was the fight that I was going to say. I have all little tidbits. I like Ricci here. I know Penny's a live dog in this fight, but she just fought Dakota, who's almost the same size as Ricci. I know Ducote is a little bit better striker, but Ricci has very good grappling. She's got good wrestling. She's very quick on her feet for her striking. And I just think Penny's at 39 or 38 years old.
Almost 40. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I just don't know if she's going to be able to hang in this fight. Like, if you saw her last fight against Ducote, who's like younger and faster, and she didn't look good at all. So I know Penne has good grappling as well if this fight does go to the mat, but I like Ricci here. And like you said, it could be closer than what you would like to see, but I think Ricci's going to win at least 29-28. So I'm going with Ricci here. I don't want to say she's my lock of the card, but I really like her to win, though.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. I really do think that she's better everywhere than Penne. She's got really good jiu-jitsu, dude. Ricci, I'm pretty sure she's got to be a black belt, because I know in her last fight with Polyana Viana, who's one of the best female jiu-jitsu players, probably right behind Dern in MMA, she was able to survive with her on the floor. And I remember hearing before, because I actually bet that fight, that her coach was talking about, somebody talked to her coach and they said Ricci's jiu-jitsu is probably better than Polyana Viana, so she didn't have nothing to worry about, and she looked good in that. So I'm not going to be fearing Penne's jiu-jitsu in this. So I think Ricci has the better striking. She has good strikes with both hands, both legs, super active. She's going to be able to land the takedowns. The only thing she's going to have to worry about is how Penne was doing with Lupita Godinez, how she kept taking her back. As long as she can stop Penne from taking her back standing or on the ground, because Penne can do both, she'll be fine. And even if Penne does take her back, I think Ricci's got way better, maybe not way better, but better jiu-jitsu than Lupita Godinez. For sure. So to stay safe and get out of that. And I like her. I like her striking a little better than Lupita's too. So yeah, I'm going to take Ricci, and I'm going to say by decision. I don't think she gets Jessica Penne out of there. So I think if you were to play it, you'd want to play Ricci by decision. But did you say you have any bets on this one?
Yeah, I got Ricci in a parlay, and then I also did the over 2.5 rounds, because I don't think anyone's finishing anyone in this fight. They're both, if there would be a finish, it'd be a submission, but they're both really good, jiu-jitsu artists. So I don't think anyone's going to submit anybody here.
Yep, I'm definitely with you on that. Yeah, I don't have any bets on this. I got her in, like I said, I got her in that little 0.45 parlay. It's not going to be
I like that parlay. That's good.
Just for fun on Saturday, but I do think she gets the win. I was going to bet her. She was like minus, I believe, 150 or 160. But when I was going to line. No, when I was going to go to the casino, and by the time that I think the next day she was already at minus 190 or minus 200. Like it went up really quick. So I didn't get to actually get a regular bet on her. Jack Banks, he said, I got the Latifi Oleinik over 1.5 as well. Yeah, I like this.
I'm just gonna sweat the first round, and after that, you're good, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely sweat in that first round for sure. Carlos said, gotta go with my wifey, Baby Shark Ricci. Got her in a parlay. Yep. I don't think you can go wrong. She's very well rounded.
Yeah.
James said Tabitha Ricci all the way. Jack said, I also think fights being in the apex with no crowd should result in more decisions, right? People not cheering on. And
I was gonna say that too. Like, I really think when there's no crowd, or like not a big crowd anyways, just the fighters don't have that killer instinct, because they don't hear the crowd as much as they would in the bigger arenas. So like, that's what happened, I think, with Giles and Kosuke. Like, if that was like in UFC Columbus or something, the crowd would be booing them, and one of them would go in there and that would start, but nothing happened. You know what I mean?
Right. I just, dude, in this one, I'm just waiting on like in the Randy Brown Trinaldo fight, they're fighting, and all of a sudden you just hear Zuckerberg go, rip his dick off. Fucking, twist his dick off. You know that one video? You hear Zuckerberg start screaming that shit. Ridiculous. The rich people's taking over UFC, dude.
Oh boy.
Yeah. They got Zuckerberg doing this whole one, then fucking Abu Dhabi, or the best UFC in how long, 280s in Abu Dhabi, and we got to watch it at 10 in the morning. It just ain't fair.
That card is so insanely good. Like, do you know, like, what's it called? Like the main event for the prelims, like what's it called?
I guess the main event for the prelims.
Well, like the last card in the prelims is like Bilal versus Brady. It's
no shit. That's how good it is.
Yeah,
that card ain't even on the main event.
Yeah, and even before that, there's really good fights too. And I'm like, damn, dude, that card's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I bet over in Abu Dhabi they just paid Dana White a shit ton of extra money to have it there and then build up a good card because, like I said, he's going to be selling way less pay-per-views in America than he would there because most people who's going to get up, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's still going to sell a lot, but I just feel like they just gave him a bunch of extra money. So, like, they're so rich so they can watch them fights with their own eyes. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, James said both Brazilians, Ricci and Dern, and both Randys in second parlay. Let's go.
I like it.
That's funny. All right, let's get to this next fight. It's in men's lightweight division. I have Joaquim Silva versus Jesse Ronson. I think this fight's going to be really good, really aggressive, and crazy. Joaquim Silva, he has one speed, and that's pretty much go out and kill you. He's kind of kill or be killed. He's been finished in 3 of his 4 losses. He has a lot of first-round finishes. He has 4 first-round finishes, and he's finished 5 of his last 7. But the thing is he's only fought, All right, he's only had 4 fights in almost 5 years, and he's 1-3 in them 4 fights. Like I said, he gets finished. He leaves his chin up a lot and gets hurt in almost every fight. Jared Gordon had him hurt really, really bad. And, Jared Gordon's not even like a real power puncher like that. Jesse Ronson, kind of the same thing, man. This guy's only fought 4 times in 4 years. He's 1-3 in them 4 fights. He's a finisher, too. He's finished last 13 of his 16 opponents. He's been finished in his last 2 fights. And he's getting older. He's up there. He's 37 years old now. I just think that this is going to be, from the beginning, just a crazy fight. I think these dudes are both going to be throwing just crazy blows. That's the only way Silva knows how to fight, and he makes his opponents fight that way. And he's on short notice too, so I can see him coming out in that first round, going real nuts, either getting the finish or get finished. And if not, I think he's going to gas a little bit in that second and third round. He hasn't fought in a long time, almost 2 years. Hasn't won a fight before. So I'm gonna take. I hate Jesse Ronson. I don't hate him. I just don't like his fighting style. I think that a lot of his wins, he was on steroids and stuff because he got busted with them. And 37 years old. I'm gonna take Joaquim Silva here by finish, just because I feel like if Rafa Garcia can do it to him, then Joaquim Silva can. But I bet the under 2.5 rounds. I got it at -125. I put I believe like 1.9 units to win 1.5 units, and I really like it. I think that both of these guys, Jesse Ronson's got good power, good counter striking. He knocks people out. Like I said, finished last 13 of his 16 opponents. Joaquim Silva, he's finished the last 5 of 7, and both of these guys been finished in their last 2 losses. So this fight's going to get finished, man. These dudes are going to go out and put on a show. So I really like the under in this fight. What do you got, Johnny?
Yeah. You said basically everything I was going to say. Both these guys are kill or be killed fighters. They're not as active as you would like to see. I know Joaquim is a little bit younger at 33. And a good little tip is he just he did a grappling match with Neil Magny and choked him out in the first round. So he's got good grappling, and if this fight goes to the mat, like, I favor him 100%. Yeah. And on the feet, it could be like 50-50, but I think Joaquim has a little bit more power, but he's a little chinny, though. That's the thing about him. So like you said, I think this fight's going to end in the first round or early second at the latest. I got an under bet under 2.5, which I was kind of shocked that was set at 2.5.
Right.
1.5, because both guys are like I said, kill or be killed fighters.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
And another thing too that was crazy is it was like a pick 'em. So it's like that's a good, like on both sides. Like it's an under and 2.5. Like, come on, that's crazy.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's a very good bet. And I jumped on that too with you. And I like the under, but I'm gonna go with Silva here too. I think he'll get the KO, and if he doesn't get the KO early, it'll be like a club and sub. Maybe just get like knock him and stun him and then get the guillotine or something like that. But I think Silva will do it early and maybe in the first round.
Yeah, man. And when I went to the casino, my casino dropped my over-under lines yesterday, and then it was even -115, -115 on both sides, or -110, 110. And when I got to the casino, it was already -125. So I was getting bet up, and I think it's already like -140 for that under. But it's hard to pick a winner. Like, when both these dudes only fought 4 times in 4 or 5 years, and they're both 1-3, it's hard. But taking that under seems like the play, man.
Less active fighters and kill or be killed fighters. I mean, the under 2.5, it's almost like a gimme. I feel like it's too easy.
Yeah, that's it. It does. It's a good spot, man. Glad we got. I'm glad we both got that, because we'll both be sweating shit together on the line.
I know, right?
Carlos said the early start would benefit me because I'd be falling asleep on the late cards. Yeah. Especially in the Apex with no crowd going nuts. Yeah. Carlos said no bets on the fight, but I got Silva winning the fight. Yep. James said Ronson drops the ball too much. Can't trust him. Got to fade him. Going with Silva by finishing the second round. Yes, sir, James. I like that. The burn. Silva has a round of cardio and was getting hurt by Pillow Fist Gordon. Exactly. That's not a good look. Like hurt pretty bad, dude. Yep. And then he hurt Gordon and finished him in the third. So it's like I like it. Both these dudes. You take an over under. You like them both to be pretty good finishers and getting finished. James said right on, Carlos. Yep, bets agreed. All right, let's move on to this next fight, and it is in the women's bantamweight division. We got Julija. I can't never say her first name.
I always say Julia.
Yeah, Julija Stoliarenko versus Chelsea Chandler. Who you got in this fight?
Man, this is like a coin flip fight for me, and I'm not the biggest Stoliarenko fan. I'll admit it. I think she's really armbar or bust, but she's tough. She's got decent striking as well. She's just really excels when she's on the mat. But I'm gonna go with Chandler here. I like what she did. I think she has the better striking. She's got some pretty decent power as well. This is going to be a catch weight, I think, at 140. I think I just found that out a couple days ago. So I think that'll favor Chandler. Is it Chandler or Handler? I always get that mixed up. Chandler.
Chelsea Chandler is like or Handler. Like a comedian. Yeah, or something. Yeah.
So I'm like second guessing myself when I say it. But yeah, I'm going to go with Chandler here. I think she's got good wrestling, good BJJ too as well. So I think she'll be able to survive the arm bars. And on the feet, I favor her on the feet. So I'm not betting this fight anything under, over, nothing. But I'm just going to go with her. I know it's her UFC debut, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like a lot of that. I'm going with Stoliarenko here by submission. Just because like Stoliarenko, she's tough, man. If you watch her other fights with was it Alexa Davis, I believe, is the one. She's like a pretty good high level black belt in jiu-jitsu. She survived and got the win over Stoliarenko, but there was like 2 spots and 3 spots in that fight where Stoliarenko almost had her submitted, like really close. You seen what she did to Jessica Rose Clark. She's just she's got really good jiu-jitsu. She's got really good arm bars. She's really aggressive. And that's going to be like Chelsea Chandler's path to victory. And in most of her fights, she likes to wrestle and grapple. She's out of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but she's only a purple belt. So it's like, I feel like her strengths go into Stoliarenko's strengths, and then Stoliarenko's going to be a little bit better there. I like that Stoliarenko's fought, UFC competition. Chelsea Chandler's 4-1 in her whole career, no amateur fights, and all of her, she's pretty low level competition. All of her, the people she was fighting also had very low amounts of fights. This is short notice for Stoliarenko too. Chelsea Chandler, I think, was supposed to fight like Lena Landsberg or something like that.
Or is it Leigh Letson or something maybe?
Okay, Leah Letson, that's who. Yeah, so this is a whole different matchup. I think this is just a terrible matchup. I do like Chandler. She does have power in her hands. I bet the under at plus 145. It's under 2.5 because I really do think that Stoliarenko can get that first round sub here. I think that they're both Stoliarenko they both throw hard, powerful strikes that with power on it, both of them. And I think that either one of them is going to hurt the other one at some point in that first round because they're both aggressive as fuck too. If you watch any of their fights, man, both these girls are super aggressive. I think the first one that really gets stung with a shot is going to shoot for that takedown. Or Stoliarenko could just start throwing punches like she did with Jessica Rose Clark, and she actually timed a perfect takedown. So I just think that they're going to go to the ground in that first round at some point. I'm really favoring Stoliarenko's jiu-jitsu at that point. And like I said, they both throw heat standing up, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of them, Chelsea Chandler, I believe, has got 2 TKOs. She's got good ground and pound. Stoliarenko's coming in on short notice, so she goes hard as hell in that first round and usually slows down. So if she doesn't get that first round finished, maybe she slows down in the second. Chandler gets her down, gets some ground and pound, finishes in that second or third, like Julia Avila was able to do. So I bet the under 2.5, man. I think that it makes sense. Both these girls are finishers, like they're like finishers. And plus 145, 2.5 rounds. I think that these girls, they're both aggressive and constantly looking for finishes. So it's just, it reminds me of like the Jillian Robertson Agapova fight. You know, one's looking to finish them standing, the other one's looking to finish them on the ground. But at all points, they're not looking to sit in the guard, land a little ground pound. Both these girls are looking to finish. So give me that plus 145, man. And I'm taking, like I said, Stoliarenko, but this is a tough fight to call.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, if Chandler was a little bit like, if she didn't have, I think, like I said, I think she has good wrestling and good BJJ as well. So if she was didn't have that good of a BJJ, I would probably lean Stoliarenko. But I think she has just like enough at least to stay safe, and not like Jessica Rose Clark where she gave up that arm immediately. I don't see that happening. So if she can just work, like not get arm barred, I think it'll be like a close decision. That's how I was thinking it. So I just think it's a toss up. You know what I mean?
Yep. Low T City, my boy. He said he's got Chelsea. I'm not. I stumble over my words here. John said Stoli, like vodka, like the vodka. So Stoliarenko. Yep. Raw Torque, what's up, bro? Appreciate you showing up, coming hanging out. He said catch at 140, and I know Chandler's fought at 145. Most of her fights, if not all of them. But Stoliarenko, she always has trouble making 135, so I think that this helps her a whole lot too. And it's a short notice fight for her, so I think that's why it's the catch weight. That makes sense. Miguel said Chandler's previous opponents have gone 1-10 after facing her. She's only beat Can, so I'm leaning Julia. Yeah, that's her low level account, man. And dude, Stoliarenko is a beast, I think, too. Low T City said, do you do those paintings yourself, Cody? No, I am not an artist. I buy these, man. My girlfriend could do them. She's really good at art and stuff, and she's gonna start painting me some, but I am not. I'm a talker. When it comes to building and doing art stuff, that's not me. But I appreciate it though. I just added them new ones. I got my Richard Pryor, got my Joker, my Bruce Lee, my Patrick Bateman.
There you go.
One of them motherfucking ways. The Burn said Chandler is pretty horrendous. Yeah. MMA Joe.
They're both not the greatest.
Right. MMA Joey, appreciate you showing up, man, and commenting with us, bro. Everybody go check out his channel, his shows on his Twitter, his UFC, his YouTube, everything. He does great shows, great live shows. So he's big in the community. So everybody go check out his stuff. He said, just wanted to stop by and show some support. Congrats again on the 1K sub. I hate this Saturday's card. Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. And everything about that comment's pretty good because it's a tough card. And I appreciate it.
There's some decent fights on it, but it's not the greatest.
Yep. Low T said same Joey. Carlos said, honestly, don't even know who to go for, but if I had to choose Julia by decision. Okay. Ron Sizzle said, I think Yan win. Dern swings too wild. She could definitely piece her up in between them wild swings for sure.
Yep.
She's her grappling, man. So he said Jason wore low titties. Yeah. Fraudulent slip. Yeah. Freudian slip, fraudulent. God. My eyes, I'm telling you, man, I got these bright lights behind it, and then I just woke up like an hour ago. But yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to do a giveaway. I forgot to say this earlier, but I'm going to do a little giveaway for tonight's show. We're going to do it later as we go break down the fights. But I'm going to give away a UFC card. I don't know if you can see it. It's going to be a MacKenzie Dern.
Oh, nice.
Silver card. And I'm also going to throw in a couple other cards. Like if whoever wins, if just let me know like your favorite fighter. I'll throw in some cards too. And I'm just going to ask a question, and whoever guesses it right first will win. And you just go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and then just message me your address, and I'll send it to you. Easy peasy, Japanese.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's a nice card too. That's like one in every case. So it's like one in every 20 boxes or 10 boxes or something. You get one.
Yeah, these come in like blaster boxes, so it's really hard to like get the silver mezzanines, like let alone just the base like normal mezzanine. So it's a silver one. It's kind of cool. Like I wanted to pick a fighter that was on this card, but there's not a lot of like big name fighters other than Dern. So it's the only one I had that was kind of cool. So, but like I said, I'm going to throw in a couple other cards, maybe like your favorite fighter. Just let me know whoever wins, and then I'll throw in a couple more cards too. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wish I was in on that. Low T City Ortega said low titties. He said the new name I must be referred to. It's in my brain now. That's all I see when I see low titties. That's
You're low titty. Oh, man.
Low titty Ortega. Low titties Ortega. That is hilarious. James said those Blood Money t-shirts are badass, Cody. We will want a couple sometime. Yeah, man. I got some. Only got large and extra large right now, and I'm gonna be doing some giveaways and giving them out. I'll probably give away one on our fight companion because
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till I get them. They're not bad quality. I ordered the shirts myself. Some are a little thinner and thicker, but they all got good necks. But it was the first batch ran, so I don't want to actually sell them or anything like that. So I will be giving them all away. But I just got large and extra large right now. But I appreciate that because took a little time into going and making the little logo and all that. It was awesome. But appreciate that, James. And I'll definitely get some for you and Amy for sure. MPTV, what's up, man? He said nothing a boob lift can't fix. Yeah. Yep. Patrick said breaking news for Marsar Dorf and Ariel Halawani. Lou Beto will be joining our stream Saturday. Nice.
Oh, shit.
Nice. It's an all-star cast, man. That is going to be a great show with so me, Johnny, Addicted to Combat Patrick, and Lou Betcha on the Fight Companion show.
I love it.
I love it. Yep. Dude, Lay from the UFC Gambling Addicts, which everybody loves, is in the house. He said the homies. Yeah, one day we're gonna get him to watch a live one, Fight Companion, or do one of the live shows. Everybody loves Lay. I think Lay's the most loved guy in the community.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna get Lay in one of these. We'll get him.
Definitely. We need the voice.
We don't see his face. We gotta hear the voice.
Just the voice. That's all you need is the voice,
exactly.
Man. I know the girls go crazy for that voice. I know in America. I mean, he's got the good voice because you hear some of the voices like some of the dudes from what is it like Liverpool, like you can't understand some of them dudes, but Lay's is what you hear in the movies. So appreciate you stopping by.
James Bond voice.
Yep. I need that 2 times, Cody. Yeah. Oh, 2X. Yeah. I will. The next ones I'm gonna make some 2X and bigger because my best friend. Yeah. I'm gonna get that hooked up for everybody because I love them shirts. I'm gonna start wearing them most of the time. I got my Rand shirt on, my Kappa Comparison shirt today though. Got to support that channel too. Kappa Comparison Rand show is awesome. Lou Betcha said Ben Davis broke it first. Ben Davis broke it. Yeah, I can't. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be such a fun show. So everybody, Saturday night, right when the prelims start at 4. Come join us, man. We'll be sitting here hanging out, talking to fights all night. What do they go about 6-7 hours?
Yep, something like that.
Yeah,
I would say at least 6 or 7. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, especially with no audience, maybe a bunch of decisions. So
yeah,
I hope not though. I think I got 3 unders. So
yeah, I got one, and we both got the same one. And I was having trouble with a couple other ones, but I might do another one. I got one in my mind.
Right. Yeah. Lou Betcha said I will talk Liverpoolian on this weekend the whole night. Just can't understand him. Pike said, "Hi, yes, Lay representing the UK brothers." Yep. They said, "My goodness, the Scousers aren't English; they're different." That's what they say too. I love it, man. And like I said, my whole life, dude, I've been obsessed with I love English gangster movies, anything English. I love all their stuff. I love all their old gangsters because all them dudes fought with their hands. You know what I mean? All their old dudes, like even the Craze, they had fist fights. Like all them guys. It's not like who was like ours are like Al Capone, but they was killing everybody. But I love like the London history, the gangster stuff. Yeah. Carlos said, Cody signed me up for a t-shirt. Gotta support my boy. And if Johnny hit any merch, holler at me. Hell yeah. Appreciate that, Carlos.
Maybe one day.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yep. We got Range, man. We got Range in the building. He said, thanks, bro. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, everybody check out his channel. His channel is awesome, dude. And his live show on Friday. When I'm hoping to get a day out, a Friday night off of work, and I'm gonna hopefully he'll bless me with letting me be back on the show, and that would be awesome.
Yeah, Range. If you ever need me, let me know.
Yeah, great. Johnny's always ready. Got the good info too. MPTV, Rand is so authentic. Sup, Rand? Yeah, that's what when I first started watching. I mean, and then I was already watching him, and then he started using my stuff, and that's what my girlfriend says. She's like, he's so nice. He's a good. You can tell he's a good person, and all of us, anyways, in here.
Yeah, same thing with me. Like we started around the same time, and then he started using our picks at the same time. Like hell yeah, dude. Like this guy's awesome.
Yep, great dude, great for the community too, because he's out there advertising for everybody else, and he's got a pretty big platform. So yep. Lay said, at Pike, what's popping, my brother? Yep. The Burn Snatch is the greatest movie ever made. Yep. There we go. They didn't have no good. If they had good Snatch paintings, I would take that. I would definitely have Brad Pitt, like Dags. But Snatch is like, I think that might be my number one favorite movie. It's up there with like Fight Club and a couple others. But Guy Ritchie's the man, dude. The Rock and Roller, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. The Gentleman. That's one of my new favorites too, dude. The Gentleman's legit. Low Titties Ortega said bold statement. Yeah. Raw Torque, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Phenomenal show. Like it's like the same. He always picks the best actors too.
Yep.
Love it, dude. Love it. All right, boys, let's get on to this next one. This should be a quick one. Men's bantamweight division. We got Randy Costa versus Guido Cannetti, and I'm going to start this off. Tale of two tapes, dude. Either Randy Costa is going to come out and smoke Guido Cannetti in that first round, or Guido Cannetti is going to smoke him probably in that second or third. And I can't really figure it out. I'm going to lean with Costa, I guess, just because I feel like the beating that he put on Yanez for that first round would be enough to get Cannetti out of there. Even though Cannetti does have he's been stopped 4 times. 3 of them are by sub, but they're kind of like club and sub too. But he's only been finished 1 time. That was by back to round. But I couldn't. This fight was 50-50 to me. So I didn't bet the over under, because I didn't bet the under just because the fact that maybe, just like last fight, Randy Costa came out a little gun shy, little he wasn't throwing as much against Tony Kelly, and that really hurt him. But I think he's going to try to conserve his gas tank, because that's got to be, once you've gassed out a couple times, it's got to be your worst fear. You know what I mean? It's just got to be in your brain that you can do that. So maybe he comes out slow and they don't go so hard in that first round that makes it. But yeah, man, it was hard reading this fight. I'm going to take Randy Costa by first round KO, and if not, then it's going to be Guido by second or third round finish, in my opinion. But I didn't bet anything on this fight at all. What do you got?
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. I like Costa here, but it's not like a gimme here. Like, I like Costa first round knockout, and then after that, it's like Cannetti second round or third round finish. I don't think this fight will get to the third round, so we'll even break it down like, so Costa knockout first round or Cannetti knockout in the second round, because I don't see it going to the third round.
Right.
I'm thinking about doing the under, but it's at 1.5, so it's like dicey. So I'm like, man, I don't know. So, but if you do like the round, like to start, that's kind of like what I do. I usually do one of those every week. Like, not to start round 3 would be a good bet. Or if you want to do the under 2.5, I think that's a good bet here. Or if you want to be even a little bit more safe, and I think this is a gimme, is fight doesn't go to decision. I think this fight's never going to go to decision. But I said that last week, and look what happened.
Right. Well, and it's only what, minus 270 or something like that. That fight doesn't go to decision, because somebody told me they had that parlayed, and that's, I think my boy Carlos has that parlayed, and I really like that.
Let me look real quick.
I mean,
okay, so the under is minus 175 for
under 1.5.
Or 1.5. I'm sorry, it's minus 175. But there's no lines out for like
fight doesn't go
2.5 or fight doesn't go. So I would say it's probably upper 200s for fight doesn't go, or maybe even like minus 400.
Yeah, you would think that the cappers would be the bookies would be on that and know that the odds of this one going under or over, or the distance, is very, very slim.
Yeah,
I mean, Costa's never got out of the second round.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Costa here, but I'm not like confident. Like I said, I think he'll get the first round knockout, but if he doesn't, though, I mean, Cannetti is a live bet in the second round if he makes it. So
definitely. Yeah, man, and Cannetti hits hard too. There ain't no saying Cannetti couldn't get him out in the first round. He's not really the one-shot knockout guy. He did hurt Marlon Vera in their fight pretty bad in the first round. So
yeah,
I was shocked at that. I remember watching that years ago. We got Pike. He said, feeling uncertain about this scrap. Yep. And Low Titty Ortega, he said, Just take the no distance.
Yeah, I think that's a gimme parlay piece. Even if it's like,
you said minus 250 is a bargain, so that's what it is.
I can't get it right now, but if it is, I'm getting that.
That sounds better than any money line on this card.
100%.
Just any straight fighter, you know what I mean? So,
shit, I might even put like 2.5 units to win one on that. That's easy.
I would be shocked. I would be shocked if that goes to decision, dude. In the little cage, them two dudes shouldn't. The Burn said no way this makes it to round 3.
I agree. Yeah. I don't think it's round 3.
Yeah. James said hopefully Randy Costa shows up here. We're backing him up. I think that he should be the better fighter. You know what I mean? But I think that he needs to come out, be the old Randy Costa and go for broke and try to just get Guido. Because you can back Guido Cannetti up against the cage. Like that is one thing, you can back him up against the cage and just take off on him. That's what Danaa Bakhtara was doing. That's, so man.
Costa's a quitter. He quits. That's the thing. Yeah. After gassed, he quits. He doesn't want to fight anymore. It's like, oh my God, dude. Like you're such a good fighter and good boxer and everything, but you just quit when you're just tired. And it sucks.
Great hammer, terrible nail.
Yep.
Carlos said, I bet the fight doesn't go to the decision in a parlay minus 250 with someone getting KO'd. And I have a feeling it's going to be Cannetti due to his age, but it might be wrong. Yeah. Yep. My boy, Chef Mikey's in the house. What's up, Mikey? He said, knuckleheads assemble. Exactly. The Motley crew. He said, I'm Baby Shark and mumble. Doesn't really matter what she said anyways. Got more cakes than Dolly Madison. Yeah. Oh, Dern. Definitely all day. She's caked up. MPTV said Costa is a poor man's Charles Jourdain. Yeah. Yep. Low Titty said broke man Charles J. Yeah.
He's not in too much, so he's probably broke.
Yeah, because he doesn't got that third round fucking savage in him.
No.
At all. Don't shame Jourdain like that, the Burn said. Yeah, the Burns. The PTC, MPTV said, my bad. Low Titty said minus 250, no distance. I like that.
Why can't I get that on my book? I would jump on that right now.
It's phenomenal.
I want it.
Yep. Dirty Reg in the house. What's up, Dirty Reg? He said Guido just demolished Moutinho, who's got to be the worst fighter in the division. I'll have to make him prove it to me again. The line does feel way too wide here, though.
I can't touch that money line. There's no way.
Well, when you see somebody get beat down and quit like Costa a couple times, and then he's minus 300, you got to know in the back of your mind, like, damn, there's that possibility. You can see Guido beating him down and fucking to submission, basically.
That's why I said, like, if you like Costa to win, I would not touch that money line. I would do like a either knockout prop or knockout in the first round prop, something like that, because I just don't see him knocking Cannetti out in the second. And then maybe early second, but real early though.
Guido has really powerful leg kicks, and he's got a lot of stuff, man. He's got a lot of powerful stuff that he can start taking off. They both kind of slow down a little bit. Yeah. Lay from UFC Gambling Addict said, I'd say it doesn't go the distance, like 8 out of 10 minus 400. And that's right there. I mean, that should be enough for everybody to know. Go bet that. Bet fight doesn't go to decision. I might have to go to the casino Friday night before work and put that in, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. If I can get it like tonight, I'm getting it.
Yep. Carlos and Lay is already on it. That's good stuff. James said, what's up, Mike? Smoke up that killer chronic. Mikey said, just kidding, be hitting that light beer like it tastes good. I know better. He said, let's go get that 6-1 Oleinik. Yeah, Costa is gonna have to avoid the winging shots. Bro, if that motherfucker had 3-round cardio, Randy Costa would be a legit problem, dude. But that's the thing why he looks so good like that is because he's putting so much speed and power into every freaking shot he throws. That's why he gasses out. That's why he looks so good in the first. But then, when he tried to pace himself against Tony Kelly, he looked terrible. James said, we're back in Oleinik. Always comes through for us. And I was at the window with that. I had it typed in at the kiosk. I mean,
it's one of my plays that I'm like thinking about, but I know I shouldn't, but I want to.
Dude, I had it typed in. I was driving to the casino yesterday, and I'm betting it. And I just kept thinking about it. And I'm just like, man, I should have bet it, but it's like he's really first round or bust kind of in this position.
Yeah, he's most dangerous in the first round for sure with his submissions. But I mean, I know we're not talking about that fight. We'll get there.
Yeah. Kadesh Dean, what's up, man? Kadesh, he said Matino not even in the UFC anymore, so Costa all day. Retirement fight for the old man, definitely a possibility. We got any action? Effie in the building. What's up, bro? Everybody check out all his channels, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Great breakdown videos, great stuff. NFL and MMA. Yep. Said smash the like button at work. Gonna catch the replay. Have a good show, homies. Thank you for showing up, Effie. Appreciate the support, man. Kadesh said, yeah, it's a young man's game. Low Titty Ortega said, just put 6 units on the no distance minus 250. Let's get this money. Excellent. Yep. He was the one bringing it up too the whole time. So
yep.
Excellent tip there. James, he said, Mike, he said, win some more clans this weekend. Yeah, Mike said Mike and James are always killing it, man. We need to get them a little show together.
I know, right?
Stuff, dude. They really make good bets. They do their homework. That's why, though.
Yep.
Low Titties Ortega said, I've been looking at it all day. This combo made me pull the trigger. Yep.
I like it a lot. I'm gonna get it if my book will give it to me. Come on, DraftKings.
Yep. Get your shit together, DraftKings.
Come on, DraftKings. Come on.
Mickey said, I used to say Guido. Shoot, man. He said, quitter should win. Costa for the W. Hopefully. Younger. I mean, I like his career. He's got the more trajectory if he could just get his shit together, babe. But he would literally need to pull a fucking Charles Oliveira. You know what I mean? If you can do that and stop quitting and then turn into fucking the Terminator.
True.
He's got the skills.
He's not the jiu-jitsu. Like, isn't he like 27, 28?
He's a young kid still.
28, yeah. So he's got time.
He just got in the UFC way too quick because he had 6 first-round finishes or 4 or something. But with his amateurs, he had like 4 there, and he was fighting complete bums, you know. And then he comes into the UFC too early, you know. That's what I'm afraid happening with Bull Nico. It's him getting in the UFC too early, winning a couple fights, and then they got him in there with the dude with great wrestling and jiu-jitsu with killer striking. And it's like, fuck, man, you know.
Oh, they're going to protect him, though. They're going to give him at least 3, I don't want to say layup fights, but pretty easy fights for at least 3 of them.
Yo, we got Fisherman here. He said, what up, y'all? He said, what fight you guys breaking down right now? We just got done with Costa Guido. We're about to start Mike Davis of Viacheslav, Borshchev, Slava Claus. Mike said, quitter Costa for the win sounds dirty. Got our boy Ice Viking here. He said, what's up, gang? He said, I just secured my 5 dimes account. Best fight odds has Charles Oliveira plus 185 still. Wow. Yeah, I just got him put a little more on him at plus 135 yesterday. So, yeah, man, plus 185. I got one at plus 170, one at plus 135. Johnny got him at like plus 600 or something crazy.
I got him at plus 200. I put like 2.5 units on it right away when that line came out when I got it.
Ain't no way it should ever be that.
No, it should be a pick 'em at the worst or best, if you want to say.
Yo, I favor the champ. Low Titty said, get on Betway, y'all. That's always asleep at the wheel with line movement. Betway. Fisherman Betway, definitely good. They got every bets possible pretty much. That's good. My casino sucks as far as like legit just prop bets, man.
Yeah, they take forever. Caesars does.
Yep, Ice Viking said that he has Betway too, and Fisherman. I got Charles at 230 plus 2. Is that what that is, or is that like the other kind?
I don't know because we just do plus instead of like the decimal. So I want to say that's like is that plus 130 maybe? I could be wrong.
I have no clue. I'm terrible with English math.
I hope it's a good number.
Right. Yep. He said I wanted him at 250.
Oh, it's got to be plus 1. I think. Let me look it up.
Okay. Yeah. Any plus money on that you can.
You got to minus the first. That's how I remembered it. Is like you have to minus the first number. So if it's 2, you just minus 1 from there. So it's plus 130.
Okay.
That's how they do it.
Why we got the 2 there?
I don't know. We're American. Plus, we just know plus money.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get all right. So Mike Davis, Borshchev, Slavaclaus. Who you got in this fight, man?
This is a tough fight. I'll admit it. I was kind of going back and forth a little bit on this one. I'm going to go with Mike Davis, though. Slavaclaus is coming in on short notice. It's a little worrisome, but I'm not really too worried about his cardio, if you want to say. Mike Davis, I think, is a more well-rounded fighter. He does have some wrestling that he can use in takedowns. Borshchev does not have good takedown defense, like, at all. He gets taken down like a gust of wind, and he's down. But I will say that he is going to be the better striker. But, man, Davis is a very good striker, too. So this is a really good fight, and I'm actually really excited for this one. Not going to touch it betting-wise. But like I said, I'm going to go with Davis here, and I'm going to go decision. I don't think anyone's going to knock out one another, but very good fight. I can see people wanting to bet Slavaclaus, just maybe get lucky with a knockout, but I think Davis is really good. I don't think he's going to be able to get knocked out. So give me Davis just because he's more well-rounded. I think he'll use his wrestling to maybe steal some rounds, if you want to say, at the end. Maybe just get like a quick takedown if he's losing, and maybe it'll be close. So I'm going to go 29-28 decision to Davis.
Yeah, that was a perfect breakdown, man. That's pretty much what I got. I got Mike Davis, Slavaclaus, short notice, no takedown defense, decent get up game in the first round, but has really good striking. And if this was, a Dakota Bush type where it's like basically a striker versus grappler, then I would have more. I'd favor Slavaclaus a little better, but like you said, Mike Davis has phenomenal striking. He's got freaking good wrestling, decent jiu-jitsu, all that. So he's not going to get blown away on the feet, and he's very, very durable. And it's exactly like you said. I don't see him finishing Slavaclaus, even though Mike Davis has finished every single opponent of his back, even going back to all of his amateurs except for Mason Jones. So he's finished, and I mean in his loss, you know what I mean. He obviously, but yeah, man, I like Mike Davis here. I just like him as the more well-rounded fighter. I think you're getting a discount on him, getting a pretty good deal against the short notice guy at minus 180. He was minus 250 to start off. So I'm gonna go with Davis. But like you said, it's gonna be a close, tough fight. If Davis's jiu-jitsu isn't good enough to hold Slavaclaus down and this is standing up, I definitely think Slavaclaus hits harder. He throws nice short punches, but I've also seen him get hurt a lot in this fight. I mean, he got hurt by Dakota Bush and them. So give me Davis by decision. But no, I don't have any bets on this fight either. I was kind of looking at the under, because both these guys are finishers. Like I said, Mike Davis is like 13 or 14 finishes or something, with including his amateurs, and only the one that to Mason Jones that didn't go. But Borshchev's actually gone to decision like 3 times out of his 8 fights, something like that. In his losses or wins. So yeah, man, I'm taking the more well-rounded fighter, Mike Davis. No bets on this fight.
It is set at 2.5, which is kind of weird.
It was plus 100 for under 2.5 when I wanted to bet it, but
so the under 2.5 now is minus 130. So a little bit. So people are thinking the under is going to hit. I mean, I like the over. I think both these guys are.
You said what? The under is what now?
The under is minus 130.
Holy shit! I could have got that at plus 100. I had it wrote down, but
do you like the under or do you like the over?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the under just because they're both finishers. The stats say to do that, but that's why I just stayed away, because I could also see Mike Davis using a lot of wrestling in this fight, because most fights he's not using as much wrestling when he's getting, but he's got sick ground and pound, man. He's got a lot of good stuff. And then Borshchev obviously is always open for the finish. So it's 2 finishers. They're both finishers. But they don't really get finished themselves. So it's and Mike Davis is tough as fuck. You seen that fight with Sadiq Yusuff. You seen his fight with Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns laid a beating on him, dude, and he never quit. He was on short notice, way smaller. But yeah, man. So
I just think like both guys are really technically sound on the feet. So I don't think either one's going to get knocked out unless it's some maybe a random head kick or something. But I do think Davis will use his wrestling a lot, so I do think that'll chew up the time, and I like the over. I'm not touching it though, but you can get the over at plus money. But man, it's gonna be so close. I can see it go either way though. I do lean the over here at plus money, especially. So if you want to stab, I think that's a decent stab, but you'll be sweating 2.5 rounds, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, neither one of these guys has ever been finished, but it just like you said, you're gonna sweat because they're both finishers. So it's
so you would think I was gonna say, like, you would think one of them's gonna finish one. If they're both finishers and never been finished before, like, the time is now. It's gonna happen more times.
Right. Stats are definitely saying it.
Yep.
The Burn said this is the people's main event, which it is. This is going to be one of the best fights on the card for sure. Carlos said going with Mike Davis, but not 100% sure on this fight. Just another trap, so no bets. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's a trap. It's just such a hard, like,
risky, sweaty fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low Titty said coin flip, but if Mike wrestles, he deserves the price tag. Yeah.
That's where he has the advantage, and that's why I like him. James
said, I think Linz is a live barking dog. I don't know. Maybe. I hope not. James said, we like Mike Davis, family name, but no bets on this one. Maybe over 1.5 rounds. And yeah, Mike Davis hasn't been very active. I think he's only fought one time. That was Mason Jones in 3 years. Like, he didn't fight for like a year and a half. Fought Mason Jones, hasn't fought for almost another 2 years going on that. So, that could be, a big thing. He doesn't fight much. Range. Another thing I want to tell everybody too, for Range's Capper comparison picks, go check out his interview with Don Shamus. Shameless Don Shamus. Shamus. Yeah, because that was a good interview, man. I really like that. Range had a great interview with that, and that Don seems like a really good dude, man. Really smart dude. But Rand said Slava Claus is a striking coach at Team Alpha Male, but has no takedown defense. So I'm taking Mike Davis as long as he uses that ground game. He better fight IQ. This is very important.
I think he has pretty decent fight IQ. I don't see him, doing like who we can call it, like someone coming up like Brendan Allen, let's say.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Ice Viking was. He said, think of it like as a pot. You put $1. And the pot is $2.30. Okay. Yep. So plus 130 in American odds. Yeah. So you're getting your $1 back and then the profit. I got you. Okay. That makes more sense now. The Burns gassed three round Mike Davis still throws. He does, because he was gassed against freaking Mason Jones, dude. That was a crazy fight. If you guys never watched that fight, go watch Mike Davis versus Mason Jones. Great fight. Dirty Reg, either could KO the other here. To me, I do side Davis. I feel he might just be a bit better. Yeah. A little more well-rounded.
I agree.
Raw Torque said Davis, KO, TKO sub, plus 200. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Lay said Mike Davis, money line. I like Mike Davis here. I really do think, especially you got Slava Klaus, who doesn't seem like he showed the greatest gas tank against Mark Diakese, and then he's on short notice. But, man, I don't know if Mike Davis has the gas tank that Mark Diakese had, because Mark Diakese's gas tank is phenomenal, dude. That dude,
he took him down like 11 times too. So maybe he was gassed from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Blay said minus 175 seems fair if he wrestles. I agree with that.
I agree.
When I went and put in my 2 straight bets before the over-under lines came out, he was still like minus 210. So if he would have been like minus 175, minus 170, I would have bet Mike Davis all day. I would have bet.
There might be it might be a Friday late edition bet.
Maybe, especially for the live show. So yeah, Lays you dropped 2 good bets here with the Mike Davis and
like now you get now everyone's talking me into it. I'm like, I ain't watching.
He's more well-rounded. Like, to be honest, I mean, Slava Claus, I don't really see him winning a decision, because like you said, Davis can steal them rounds at the end. So it's like,
yeah, I think a Davis by decision would be. I just don't do decision props anymore, but I think I like the over 2.5 though. I don't know. That's always coming up in my head, and then Mike Davis money line.
Yeah. John said, pick an upset out of Dern, Brown, Yusuff, Costa, Barcelos, Ricci, Grisham, or Davis.
I love that you put it all in the one word. Love it.
Yeah. So I mean,
I would say mine would be Barcelos, that gets upset.
Yeah, which one?
Trevin Jones, but we're not even there yet.
Yeah, I would go with Oleinik or Santos, but they ain't in there. So I would say either Cannetti or Trevin Jones, like you said, man. That's what I think.
Like tough dudes, you know what I mean?
Yep. Lay said awesome interview, Range, which it was a good interview. I watched it. I was at the park with my daughter. Put it on, man. The dogs are barking. Yeah, euphoria. See, yeah, liking Mike Davis over 2.5 rounds minus 125. So that's what Johnny was saying. So yeah, that's that, like they said, that's going to be the people's main event. Here should be a kind of quick one. Men's featherweight, Sadiq Yusuff versus Don Shainis. I believe I start this one. I'm going to go with Sadiq Yusuff. I'm actually going to take him by decision, or at least the over, because Shainis is really, really, really durable, and Sadiq Yusuff's got a lot of decision wins in his career. Like, he hits hard, but he's more fast and crisp, but he's not really the one-shot knockout guy. I know he knocked out Gabriel Benitez, but I really think that, man, his size advantage, 3 inches of height, he's got 4.5 inches of reach. He's going to have the crisper striking. The wrestling, he could probably land the takedowns, but Shainis is good everywhere. He's got good striking, he's got good grappling, good wrestling, and all that. So I don't see him getting knocked out, and I don't see him getting taken down and getting subbed. So I'm going to take Yusuff, and I'm gonna take him. I would say, either 3rd round finish or decision, and I would lean more with decision because Shainis does look really, 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 really tough and pretty good. So well-rounded fighter. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with Yusuff here too. I like him a lot. Sorry. I do like the over as well. I said Yusuff by decision. Yusuff's like, he can finish people, don't get me wrong, but he's not known as a finisher. Like, he's a very good technical striker. He's got some decent wrestling, but doesn't really use it. Shainis is the only thing that worries me with the over, and it's set at 1.5, which I kind of like the over even more now.
Yeah.
Because Shainis sometimes, like, I don't know if he's going to come out here on a short notice and like just go for it in the first round, and then maybe get caught, or like he gasses out and I lose, so I'm a little
That's a good point
about that. But I do like the over in this one. If I was going to bet it, I'm not touching Yusuff at minus 900, even though he is a win. I mean, this is probably a lock for sure, but he's just a better fighter overall. And on short notice too, unfortunately, like he doesn't have a lot going for him. Let's put it that way. I mean, he's tough dude, like very top one. What is he ranked, like in top 10 at least? He should top 15 for sure, but maybe top 10 because his fight with Arnold Allen.
And
Shainis is making his UFC debut on short notice, so I mean,
I'm looking forward to Shainis's future though, because he really is good, man. And tough guy. Give him a full weight camp. I didn't know. I thought he was at this other camp that he was at before, but Ranj filled me in that he's out at Glory, and plus with the interview, I found out he's out at Glory training with some of the best in the world. So
give him a couple fights, or one fight, even this fight, like he'll be good at the next fight for sure.
Yeah, and like Ranch said, no value on Yusuff, and that's true. I mean, if you're gonna bet this, you want to find a prop bet, or just, stab at the underdog. But it's tough because the underdog is more of a grinder, and I mean, Yusuff, he don't really get grind out. He's very well rounded. Carlos said Yusuff is my lock of the card, but not worth betting at him minus 1,000. Yeah. Yusuff finish minus 150, which he could get that late finish. So
yeah, you see maybe a 3rd round finish if Shainis gasses. Like I said, if he goes for broke, if you want to say, in the first round, and just tries to get that knockout or something like that.
Right. Rand said Yusuff ranked number 12. Raw torque under 1.5 plus 130. Like
1.5, it's getting to me a little bit. Like, I like the over, but I can totally see, man, I don't know. I'm not going to touch it probably.
Yeah. Chef Mikey said, good luck to all of you good brothers. I wish you all win this weekend. I hope you do too, Mikey. I usually do. Mikey hits good too, man. Mikey, when are you going to start up your YouTube, Mike? Yeah, I know, dude. You have everybody going nuts. I'll be there supporting for sure. Yeah, man. We got 27 viewers in here right now. Everybody go like and hit that like button for us. And if you haven't, please subscribe to both of our channels.
Yes.
Trying to get to,
and stick around for the giveaway coming up here shortly. Give us more fights. We'll get there.
Yep. Yeah, man. Trying to get up to 10,000 subscribers now, so need some likes, and I'm getting close. So.
Yeah, I want 10,000 subscribers in 3 months. So come on, guys, we need some work.
Let's get it. Let's get after this live. Maybe we'll do something that goes viral, man.
Right.
Next fight is in the men's bantamweight division. John Castaneda versus Daniel Santos. Who do you got in this one?
Dude, this is one of my favorite picks of the night, and maybe I'm crazy, but I'm going to go with John Castaneda. I think he's the better fighter here. I think he's more well-rounded. He's got the cardio. He pushes the pace. He's always, goes forward. Santos, he's dangerous. I'll give him that. But, man, he's so hittable. And I just don't like what I saw from him in his last fight and against Arce. I know Arce is good. He's a very good striker, but I think Castaneda can take advantage of that, like, lack thereof striking defense, and even in the wrestling game too. I think Santos will be, or Castaneda will be able to take down Santos too. And yeah, I just think maybe he can push him, like just grind on him like for 2 rounds and maybe get a late finish or even an easy decision win here. Like I think Castaneda is gonna, like, I don't want to say steamroll, but make it look pretty easy. Like he's a veteran. He's been 25 fights or so right now. And I don't even know if Santos should be in the UFC, let's be honest. So give me Castaneda all day. I like him a lot here.
Yeah, I got Castaneda. I got him by decision. He's super tough. He's got good counter striking. He's got good movement. Really nice, powerful calf kicks that he uses. I really like them. Fast, straight left, and really nice, powerful right. Also, I think that Santos, he gets kind of too predictable in his fights. Yeah. I think he's got good striking. He's super tough. He's got good cardio. He was throwing crazy spinning stuff all 3 rounds against Arce. Arce is really good though. I mean, Arce has good boxing, but Santos just got too predictable. And Arce was by like the end of the first round was able to start countering him really big off all of his big explosive punches and kicks. I'm with you. I think Castaneda has the ground advantage if it goes there. I think that he's got the better wrestling and more of the knockout. I got it by decision just because Santos showed good cardio and good heart and toughness against Arce. I think Castaneda might hit a little harder than Arce though, but I'm going to take him by decision. But this is going to be a good, tough fight, man. A really fun fight to watch because it's in the small cage, dude. And Daniel Santos is super entertaining. I mean, he throws crazy spinning back fists, back kicks. He's going for the knockout at all times, kind of walking forward like a Terminator. That was the only thing that worried me watching tape on this is like Castaneda doesn't look that good going backwards. Like Nathaniel Wood got him going backwards a little bit, and even Eddie Wineland for the first 3.5 minutes of the first round had him going backwards and was kind of picking him apart a little bit till Castaneda turned it around and was able to get the finish. So that was the only thing. And Santos does nothing but come forward. I don't know if he went backwards against Arce at all one time. So that's the only thing I worried about. But I think it's going to be like a nice close win. But Castaneda should get either 29-28 or 30-27 win. So, but I don't have any bets on this fight either. I didn't get any bets in on this.
Yeah, I have Castaneda in a parlay with Ricci. I was looking at the over, but I was kind of scared. It's like 2.5, so I was a little scared because if Castaneda late 3rd round finish or something like that. So I didn't want to test the waters, if you want to say. So I'll stick with the money line. I think it's a good money line bet around -200 range. It's one of the better ones of the night, I thought. So
yeah, and
there's not a lot of good money line bets.
Right, and if he's as good as most of us think he is, he looked good against Nathaniel Wood on short notice. I rewatched that fight; that was a really good fight. And Nathaniel Wood's a beast, man, and he was hanging in there with him until a little bit. In the 3rd, Nathaniel started taking over a little bit. But Lay, he said, really think Castaneda is a quality fighter.
Yeah, very solid. He's good everywhere. I wouldn't say he's great or amazing, but he's just very good everywhere.
Right. Carlos said Castaneda for the dub, raw torque. He said Castaneda KO, TKO +200. It's a nice line.
I would look at that 3rd round prop, just him winning in the 3rd round. If it's like -2,000, that's a good little sprinkle.
Yeah. Yep. James and Amy said we like Castaneda here. Going to parlay him with somebody still to pick. Yep. The Burns Santos is classic shoebox fighter. Come forward, dude. Throwing strikes, don't care if you get. And he is, too. I mean, he's on the Bondalay stuff. But
yeah, I mean, he's got good jiu-jitsu too. I didn't mention that when I said it, but he does have good submissions off his back. But I just think Castaneda is good enough to survive those. He's got good enough wrestling to stay on top control and half guard and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Yeah, next fight is Hani Barcelos versus Trevin Jones. And this is going to be a super, super close fight, a super good fight, in my opinion. Both these guys are really low output. They like to throw a lot of feints. I'm going to favor Hani Barcelos in this fight, but I bet the over on this because, like I said, they're both low output and both dudes are very durable. Very, very durable. You've seen Trevin Jones. He's been in there taking big shots from a lot of good people. His last fight, he was taking big shots from Basharat. Was fine. I like Barcelos just because I think if it does go into grappling, that Barcelos will have the wrestling advantage. But he's getting up there at 35, and he hasn't looked as good in his last 2 fights as he did against Saeed Nurmagomedov. But Trevin Jones, dude, he's just low output. He's got decent grappling up against the cage, but he hasn't looked the greatest in his last couple fights. But still a tough out. Nobody really styles on him. So give me Barcelos by decision, and I really like the over in this fight. Like I said, I got that with that little 3-fight parlay with Ricci, Randy Brown, and then that. So who do you like in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Barcelos too, but I'm not very confident. It's more of like a lean. I think he's the better, if you want to say, overall fighter, but the power advantage will go to Jones. He's got that one punch knockout power, so he's always going to be live for an underdog, which is, and you saw in his last fight with Barcelos and Henry, like I was shocked of like how Henry, either I didn't like value Henry enough, or I just thought Barcelos was way better. But he said he's getting up there in age. Maybe he's starting to slow down a bit. Trevin Jones, I mean, he's not that old. What is he, like 28 or so?
Yeah.
Actually, he's 32. I'm sorry. I thought he was younger. But he's still like, he's a hard out. Like, you're not going to easily knock this guy out or submit him or anything like that. So it's I like the over in this one a lot.
Love it.
I don't know if I'm going to play it because I don't know. I was thinking about the over in this one too, but I like it. I'm not going to touch the money line on any of these of these guys. So give me Barcelos by decision. They're both tough. The over is the way to go for sure if you want to bet this fight.
Yeah, I was gonna bet the over, and it was minus 175 for some reason at the casino yesterday, and I see like minus 150 though. It went way down. If it would have been minus 150, I would have bet the shit out of it.
Well, shit, because minus 150, I might bet it.
I think it's gone down to minus 150, and I really like the over because both these dudes are super durable. Barcelos got finished by rear naked choke one time in his career, and that was a long time ago. And he's a very durable fighter, and Trevin Jones is very durable, and they're both low output.
It's minus 145.
I would bet. I'm probably going to go to the casino on Friday night.
Yeah. I'm going to think about this one. That's.
I don't love it.
I mean, I thought it'd be like minus 200 range.
Yeah, both these dudes are very, very, very,
very durable. Like I said, the only worry for me would be like a Trevin Jones knockout, like one, you know what I mean? But Barcelos has a good chin. So you saw in the Henry fight, he got like outstruck 2-1 at least.
Yeah, Carlos said I bet Barcelos at first, but took out my bet. LOL, I still think that he wins. Fight's close though. Trevin Jones gunshot. Yeah. Raw torque, Barcelos, KO, TKO plus 200. Okay. That's a decent line. Mike said, as we discussed earlier, bro, Trevin's is 5-star and Barcelos is Kmart Aldo. So yeah, man. Yeah, well, you heard it there first. So Mikey's leaning Trevin Jones. And I don't blame him. That and more money's coming in on Barcelos because Trevin Jones plus like 200 and something now. So I don't know what people watch, but Barcelos is really good, but he just hasn't looked the same.
I know.
All right, let's get to this next fight in the men's heavyweight division. We got Aleksei Oleinik versus Ilir Latifi. Who you got in this one?
Dude, this fight was supposed to happen like 3 fights ago or whatever. It was supposed to actually happen when we were in UFC Columbus, but it got called off like the night of or day of or whatever. But I'm going to go with Oleinik again. I'm going with the old guy. That's all I'm going to say. He's got very good grappling, very good submissions, and I'm not impressed with Ilir at all. Yeah. I know he's a good wrestler. He's a big dude. He's a big barrel of a guy, if you want to say, but he's got very low volume. He's got some power, but he throws like 10 punches a fight. So like that's not going to do anything for Oleinik. You got to put pressure on him, and he doesn't do that. So for me, I'm going with Oleinik by sub. I know he has no neck. I know all the stuff you want to say, but maybe he gets an armbar. Maybe he gets an Ezekiel choke. Maybe something like that. Like something crazy I can totally see. I think it's going to be in the later rounds, like second or third round. I don't think it's going to be in the first round, but Latifi gasses pretty hard, and Oleinik can gas too. But if he's on the mat or on the ground, Like he doesn't gas as quickly as if he is on the feet. So give me Oleinik. I think this will be on the feet or on the mat for most of the fight.
Yeah, I'm picking Oleinik by submission, but I'm gonna say he gets it later. Like this fight, I wanted to bet Oleinik so bad, but then I feel like he's gonna go hard in that first round.
This could be a trap bet.
Yeah, I mean, I bet the over, dude. I bet the over 1.5. I bet the over 1.5 because I think that Latifi has good enough wrestling to be able to keep this standing for a good part of that first round. You know, maybe even if he does go to the ground, he's a submission. He's a wrestler and a grappler himself. I think that he's able to stay safe. Maybe he's on top, but I hope it don't even go to the ground in the first round. But I just think that in the first round, Ilir's super tough. He's super durable. Like I said, he's got the wrestling to keep it standing. So, and he doesn't throw much himself. He hasn't knocked nobody out in like 6 years. Yeah, so right. I think that it's another boring decision. I think it's a lot of Ilir backing up, being low output, trying to stop any shots that Latifi does, try to stop getting clinched up against the cage. And then if they go to the ground, just staying safe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with I don't even know in this fight, to be honest. I guess it would be best to go with Oleinik as a big underdog, but who knows? I'm gonna take Oleinik by third round sub. I'm gonna say maybe he wears Latifi down somehow, gets him down in the third round, gets on top of him, but I have no good pick on that, but I did bet the over 1.5 and I got that at -130. I thought that was a good line.
Yeah, I think it's a good line too. Before we jump into the comments, I'm going to do my little giveaway now. It's a perfect time for it.
Let's do it.
If you weren't here when I said I'm going to do a little giveaway, I'm going to do this little MacKenzie Dern mezzanine silver card. And then I'm also going to throw in a couple other cards like your favorite fighter. Just let me know whoever wins when you message me on Instagram or Twitter your address. Let me know your favorite fighter. I'll throw in a couple cards. But so the question is, whoever gets this right first will win. So get your Googles ready. Okay, so Aleksei Oleinik has 60 wins in his career. How many of those 60 wins were by submission? Go. He's got 60 wins, Oleinik. How many of those wins were by submission?
We have 29 in the chat. Who is going to get it first?
Yep, but yeah, we can keep going now.
Okay. Let's see. Jason. All right. John said 23.
Nope.
The Burn said 40.
Nope.
Carlos said 16.
Nope.
Jason said 30.
Nope.
But Burns 41. Raw Torque 33.
Nope.
Mike Martin 24. Papa Chuck 47.
There it is.
Kind of close. There. Oh.
Wins. Oh, Lay got it too, but Papa Chuck got it first.
Oh, and with that, dude, they both did at 8:19. So, like, he must have just 1 second got the Google fingers.
47 submissions out of 60. That's crazy.
Ice Viking said 77. So, Papa Chuck is the big winner tonight. That him and Lay, dude.
Yeah, go Papa Chuck. If you can email or not email, just DM me on Instagram or Twitter. I think you're on Twitter for sure. Your address and maybe like your favorite fighter or two, and I'll throw in some more cards of that, and I will send it to you in the next couple of days.
Yep, that's awesome. Good job, Papa Chuck. Next week, I'm gonna do a t-shirt giveaway on my channel. So, or I mean, on your channel when we do the live next week, I do a t-shirt giveaway.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do another off week.
Yeah. Yep, and I probably might be able to do a t-shirt. I'm gonna do a t-shirt giveaway on. Yeah, the off week ones are fun, but I'm gonna do another t-shirt giveaway on the Fight Companion also.
Yeah. Oh, our show for 280 though, get ready. I got a whole bunch of cards lined up. We'll do 4 giveaways that night.
That's and we're gonna do it the night before, on the Friday night before UFC 280.
The special one?
Yeah, because it's gonna be a good show. And
a big show. Our normal Wednesday night one.
Oh yeah, that too. Oh yeah, it's gonna be giveaways from here on out.
That week is gonna be giveaway central.
Yep. So next fight, yeah, like you said, just get a hold of him, Papa Chuck. That was awesome. Papa Chuck said gambling addicts quickest draw in Idaho. There you go.
Here we go.
Next fight is in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Max.
I love that you're in the U.S. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. That boy won mine, Saba. I had to send that to Belgium.
No, I don't mind where I send it. It's fine. But it's funny that we were kind of talking about that.
Yeah, I didn't realize. But in another thing, like if somebody wins any of my contests from like certain play, it kind of sucks because you can't get like tracking. You know what I mean? To like see where it's going and stuff like that in certain places. Maybe I just do like give him like a PayPal, PayPal him some money or something.
Yeah, maybe you can give him an option of like, I can send this to you, or do you want this?
Right.
Or like $25 Amazon gift card or something.
But I will cards and they'll get sent wherever. If you win a contest, you're getting your stuff.
Yeah.
Next fight is in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Maxime Grisham versus Philip Lenz. It's not Felipe.
I can't even say that either. Felipe Lenz.
Everybody says Philip.
Is it Philip? I thought it was
Felipe. Okay. Either way, he shouldn't be in the UFC after this fight. These dudes are basically kind of like the same fighter. I know Lenz likes to take it to the ground a little more, but I don't think that he's going to have any success. He barely had any success against Prachnio with the ground game until the third round, and he definitely didn't do no damage. I think he got a takedown maybe in the first round. But Maxime Grisham is way better in Prachnio. I like Grisham here. I like Grisham to get the decision here. Felipe Lenz is not that good in my opinion. Grisham's 38, Felipe Lenz is 37, so that's not a big deal. Maxime Grisham has the wrestling and jiu-jitsu to deal with what Felipe Lenz has there. And I think Grisham has better striking, a little bit more power. I think that he can hurt Lenz. And Lenz has the worst gas tank ever. Him and Prachnio, that shit was terrible. And they both were gassed after the first round so bad that like it was just terrible. And if you do that against Maxime Grisham, he's going to finish Felipe Lenz where Prachnio couldn't do it. So because if Lenz gets tired and shoots in a weak takedown on Grisham and Grisham, reverses it, whatever gets on top, he's going to pound Lenz out when Lenz is that gas. So I'm taking Maxime Grisham. I have a bet on him. I have 2.25 units to win 1.5 units. And I really like him here. I'm not a fan of Felipe Lenz at all. I don't think he's that good. I think when he was getting his wins over in PFL, he was on roids. So I like Grisham here all day.
Yeah, I like Grisham here too. I really wanted to bet him, but like it's when your gut is like, should I do it? Like, I mean, if it was like a minus 150, I would totally jump on.
That's what I got him at.
Well, I got it. Perfect.
I got him at minus 150.
I'm just a little sketchy with that minus 180, but I do think he wins this one. Like you said, he's got the better striking. I think more technical anyways. Maybe not more power, but as the fight goes on, I think he'll retain that power. Like Lenz is just gassed after the first. Like he's got nothing left. He might have a better ground game, but I don't think he'll be able to take down Grisham in the first round. So I don't, you know what? Like Lenz went to decision with Prachnio, and they were both gassed. And I think it's kind of going to be the same, but Grisham's is going to outstrike him for 3 rounds and no knockout or anything. I think a decision as well. But yeah, I like Grisham here. I was looking at the over too, but then something told me not to do that either. So I'm just going to stay away from this fight. But I like Grisham to win though.
Right. Carlos said Philippe. Why don't they just spell it like that then? Damn it. Well, but nah, yeah, Philippe Lenz is how it's pronounced, and I got him as well. I like him at this weight class. I think he gasses. I think cutting back down to 205 when he's 37, just he gassed so bad against. He's just lucky Prachnio gassed just as bad, worse than him, really. I mean, that was a real sloppy fight.
Very.
It's gonna be a good fight though. For like they're pretty equal. But I like Grisham all around better, tougher. He dropped Jacoby twice. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He had a good fight. I think Jacoby would work the shit out of Felipe Lenz. I got Grisham in a few parlays for the Burns. Yep, Raw Torque Grisham plus 14 decision. Okay, plus 140. That's Yeah. But I mean, if Lenz gasses out like he does, dude, Grisham could finish him.
Yeah, it could be a late third, like a third round finish too. So that's why I was kind of like, I don't know if I should do the over. I think it's set at 2.5. So if it was 1.5, I would totally do the over for sure.
Right. James said, since Lenz came back from winning in the PFL, he has shown a lot of improvements, and under Conan Silvera at American Top Team, he seems more disciplined and better cardio. Yeah, but I don't know, man. That last fight at 205 looked terrible. And Pacquiao's not that good.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not that good. He wasn't pushing like a crazy pace either. So
they was both gassed after one round, like both. Like, but I mean, who knows? Who knows? And he's had a lot of injuries too.
Yeah, maybe they were just throwing like 150% punches and none of them hit. You know what I mean? It was just a weird, sloppy fight, though.
Yeah. I know you said Lynn's gassed out in his last fight. Oh, but how were his hands? His hands didn't look bad against Pacquiao. He had Pacquiao hurt a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Times too.
That fight will be on ESPN. For Fight Pass and ESPN, any fight that happened before the UFC signed with ESPN will be on Fight Pass, and then they signed with ESPN like 2 years ago, maybe a little over 2.5 years ago. So any fights after that will be on the ESPN Plus. So you'd have to have that. Lay said gun to head, got to go with the Russian on this one. Yeah, I like it. And thank you, Lay. I'll take that vote of confidence and eat it. Next fight is in the men's middleweight division. We got Brendan Allen versus Krzysztof Jotko. Who do you got here?
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. I want to see this, but I like Jotko here. I think he's the more technical striker. He's going to have a little bit, I think, the better wrestling, better takedowns. I just don't. Allen, to me, like his fight IQ is just weird at times. Like he's a minus 300 favorite. He should steamroll somebody, and he looks like he's the underdog, and he barely comes out with the win, or he gets knocked out. You know what I mean? So, but Joko is a veteran. He's been in this UFC for a while. I know he doesn't have the greatest knockout power or anything. He's decisionator, if you want to say, but technically sound. I think Allen's going to have some fits in this fight. If he doesn't get takedowns and uses grappling when he's on top, Allen, I don't think he's going to be doing too much, to be honest. I don't see a knockout or anything by either one or a submission. I think Joko is good enough to survive any submission that Allen does, but Allen's been falling in love with his striking, and if he wants to strike with Joko, like I don't think he's going to be able to. So give me Joko here. I got a bet on Joko money line at minus 120, so I like him a lot here.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think these guys are both good, both pretty even, but I like Jotko's fight IQ 100 times better. He's 15-2 in decisions. I mean, yeah, he's not finishing nobody, but he's got good fight IQ. He looked really good against GM3, which is how I see this fight playing out a little more. I know Brendan Allen probably has a little bit better striking than GM3, but he made it look easy with Gerald. Like, I really think that Jotko's going to have the better grappling here. Like, I think that he'll have the better wrestling, and he stays safe in jiu-jitsu. I mean, he rolled around with Misha Serkinov, high-level black belt. He rolled around with GM3, on the ground in the third round where he's most dangerous. So,
and didn't he Ankalaev too? He didn't get finished by him.
Oh, Jotko didn't fight Uncle.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah. I just think that Jotko's going to be faster in the striking. He likes counter striking. Allen likes to come in. He's got pretty good striking, but I mean, I don't really like it. I think Jotko's going to have the better counter striking. I think Jotko's going to be faster, moving out of the way. Like I said, I think that Jotko's can actually land the takedowns. You've seen Malkoun out wrestle Brendan Allen. You've seen Brendan Allen couldn't take down Sean Strickland. He couldn't take down Chris Curtis. Like, I think he took him down for a second, but I'm not a fan of Brendan Allen. Like you said, bro, if you're going to bet 300 on him and expect him to wrestle, he's going to stand up. And if you bet minus 300 on him, or if you bet plus 110 on him and you expect him to strike, and it's just, I don't like his fight IQ. I got Krzysztof Jotko at plus or minus 110, put 2.2 units to win 2. Think it's going to be close, but I think in the crucial parts of the fight, Jotko is going to be able to land the takedowns, going to be able to land the shots that he needs, the nice counter shots. He's got nice teat kicks up the middle. Brendan Allen's good. This is going to be a good fight. I'm not saying Jotko is just going to freaking steamroll him or nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so
30-27 even, but I think that Jotko gets the win in the end.
I was thinking of Nikita Krylov. Like, I get these fighters mixed up, like Jotko and Krylov. I get them mixed up all the time. For some reason, I don't know why. That's what I'm talking about. So
Carlos said I had to go with the dog. Allen Allen still getting better, and I got him in a parlay because I'm reckless.
Though that's the thing. Like, you want to see more improvements, and with a 26-year-old that's had like 9 UFC fights. Like,
right.
He barely won against Jacob Malkoun.
He didn't win against Jacob Malkoun. That's why he didn't win the first or second round.
Barely won.
Yeah, like
Malkoun's like a solid grappler wrestler, but you should be able to dominate him where he's at in his career right now. He should have dominated Malkoun. Like that was Malkoun's like third fight in the UFC, and he's like, what is he, 4-2 or something? 5-2? It's something super low.
Malkoun's good. He's an underdog coming up too, and I'm about to bet the shit out of him as soon as my thing drops. I forget who's betting. He's plus 140 against somebody. I would have bet the shit out of him. His jiu-jitsu looked good. Everything looked
good. Got good, but I just wish he was more active when he's on the ground, Malkoun.
Yeah, like I said,
any points from anybody, any of the judges. They don't give him anything because he doesn't do anything. That's the only bad thing with him.
Right. Like I said, I know Allen is a bit of a bottle job, but Jocko isn't aggressive enough. If this is close, I can see him robbing Jocko. I hope not, but I could definitely see that too. Little Seal in the building. He said, interesting that Allen is back on the prelims. Guess UFC hasn't been impressed by him lately. And he's been fighting like Sam Alvey and just not really the greatest people lately. He made GM3 look like a Dosser. Yeah. Then GM3 made Silva look like a Dosser. Right.
Striking too.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Who would everybody in the chat favor, Brendan Allen or Gerard Meerschaert? Probably Brendan Allen, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Like
that's close.
I feel like Gerard could hurt him standing at some point and club and sub him because his chin's kind of.
But Allen's a little chinny though. That's the thing. But I'm not saying Jocko has like knockout power, but if Allen's a little chinny, like it just takes one time
front kick up the middle. He kept front kick GM3 in the chin, and you could see it rocked him for a second. Yep. But I don't think he finishes it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I mean, it's not like out of the question here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mike said had to tune back in to say Jocko is not a dangerous man at all, but he's 15-2 in decisions. So sometimes you just got to be a smart man.
There you go. That's where the fight IQ comes in.
Right. James, I said be ready for Jen said be ready for some robbery. I hope not. I hope not.
Allen gets a robbery win. I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah. Mike said dude, I'd be pissed. Yeah. What's the alien think, Lay? Yeah. What's the alien? Ice Viking, UFC gambling addicts bottle jump. He said, please elaborate. My simple Canadian mind is slipping gears. Dosser, that's Tyson Fury. We call everybody Dossers too. He's got like his suits. All in. I said all in. Ice Viking, basically someone who loses when they shouldn't. Okay, fucking bottle cap. I'm gonna start using that.
He totally loses when he shouldn't, or like he makes it way closer than it should be.
Yeah, and he looks good in some fights and not in others, and that's why I like Jocko because Jocko. It's the same fucking fighter every fight. And I'm gonna bet on slow and steady wins the race over
you gotta bet consistency. Like what you're getting from Jocko, but you just don't know what you're gonna get like on Saturday with Allen. He could be leaps and bounds better than Jocko, or maybe he's gonna be like he was against
Chris Curtis or Sean Strickland.
Yep.
Or anybody else I bet when I bet him. And then he fucking looks terrible. But dude, even if you watch Jocko versus Strickland, he got pieced up in the first round by Strickland, but the second and third round, he made it close as hell. Like that fight was close as hell, way better than what Brandon Allen did against Strickland.
Yeah.
Strickland just
beat a very good striker too. He's nowhere near like Allen striking.
Carlos said, I need that win, Cody and Johnny. LOL. I'm all in on Allen. You are going to be upset. When that fight IQ starts showing you, when you're Carlos, when you're like, motherfucker, Allen, why would you do that? Why would you go for that when Jocko just took you down? Like, it's going to be that. Next fight, boys, co-main event, men's welterweight division, Randy Brown versus Francisco Trinaldo. In this fight, the small cage worried me a little bit with Randy Brown because obviously he can't use as much of his weapons, his reach. I mean, he's still going to use that, but it takes away from your moving around the cage, all that. Francisco Trinaldo will be able to close distance easier. So hard to style on Trinaldo. I don't think he finishes Trinaldo. I think Randy Brown gets the decision here using, his teeth kicks, nice long jab, hits him with some good power punches. He may even drop Trinaldo once or twice, but I don't think he gets the finish. I'm going to take Randy Brown by decision, but Trinaldo, like I said, with his decent boxing and his toughness is going to make it a close fight. I don't know for Randy Brown. I mean, I would just take Randy Brown by decision, I guess, if you're going to bet this, but I mean, he was hurting Chaos Williams, so he could get a finish, but dude, Trinado's so tough. So I'm gonna take Randy Brown by decision. I got him in that little 0.45 unit parlay that I got for the show, but no real bets on him. And I like the over. So I like the over and Randy Brown by decision. Who you like here?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Randy Brown, but again, I'm not super duper confident, especially at the money line odds at minus 315. I do think he's going to be the more technical. Well, yeah, the more technical striker. He's going to have the bigger reach advantage. He's going to be taller. But Trinaldo's a dog, dude. Like, he's tough. You're not going to submit him. I'll be shocked if Randy Brown knocks him out. I know he's 44 years old, but I don't even remember the last time he's been finished.
He got finished by Kevin Lee by choke maybe 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. It's been a while for Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee was that good.
Yeah, and usually with fighters like this old, like you're you're worried about his chin. And
this dude's built different, though.
Chin still. He's got cardio for 3 rounds. He's just not very technical. He looks a little wild at times. He's got power, though.
He's low output, but he's been looking better at 170.
I know, it's crazy. So it's almost like a rejuvenation. So this isn't going to be like an easy walk in the park for Brown. He's going to have to take it serious. But I do like the over as well. I was looking at that, and it's at minus 150. I kind of like that a lot, actually. And that might be like one of my plays that I do because I'm having a tough time finding some plays.
Right.
But I like Brown here too as a parlay piece. I was thinking about doing him as a parlay piece, but I can't bet him straight up. It's too wide.
Yeah, because it's going to be close. Like I said, minus 300. I want you to come out and beat the shit out of the guy, get it over with in that first round or second round. It's hard to bet a minus 300 and be like he's going to get that decision. You know what I mean? Because that's three rounds of shit going on.
True.
Yep. Rand said height, reach, youth, Brown all day. Yeah, touch him up podcast. What's up, bro? Appreciate you guys coming out, man. He said, "What's up, guys? What's up, man? Really appreciate you showing up for us." Mikey said, "Big Trinado fan here. I love Trinado, dude.
Yeah,
dude's been doing it for a long time. Tough as hell. And like I said, nobody's styling on him. Nobody styles on Trinado. I can't remember the last person that didn't have just a good tough fight with the dude. 44 or not, he hit hard and one mistake from. Yeah, and I've seen Randy Brown get dropped a lot. You know, so broke bets in the building. My boy Lane." Our boy, he said, "I'm thinking Randy by sub. That length could lead to a point." Yeah, that's I don't see him getting a full knockout, but man, Randy Brown's been looking really good lately. Good prospect, young, got a lot of weapons. But after watching Trinaldo, Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts, dude, Randy Brown could get touched by them same punches and hurt, dude. And it's in the small cage, so it's gonna be sticky. Like I said, minus 300, dude. I want somebody steamrolling. I want the steamroll. So I want somebody that's just this is so much better than this guy's that he's going to go out, wrestle him down, beat him up, choke him out, or whatever. But not it's going to be a pretty good, tough fight.
Yeah, and like you said with Kevin Lee, that was his last finish. He got finished, and that was his last time he got subbed too. So
yeah, he's never been TKO'd, and he's got 36 fights. He's been subbed twice, I believe, and that was all a long time ago.
So I mean, I'm not saying Randy Brown can't get the sub, but man, the over is looking good at the price tag at minus 150 with guys that are pretty durable. And I don't think Trinaldo's going to have a tough time getting Randy Brown out like a finish. So
right. Oh yeah. But I mean, if I seen a finish in this is weird. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Trinaldo finishing Brown because I've seen Brown hurt way more. But they're both durable. I like the over.
I just think the size and the reach advantage with Brown, it's going to be tough for Trinaldo to get close to him to land that knockout shot.
Right. We got Touch Him Up said, "Let me hop on the pick show for UFC 280. I'll give great technical insight." Definitely, we'll see what's up. I don't know if we already had a lineup for that already. I think, Johnny we had already asked a couple people, but we'll figure something out, bro. We'll get you on one for sure.
One of them for sure.
Yeah, if you're here supporting and we support and everything, bro, yeah, we're definitely going to let you hop on one with us. We'll do another, so what, so maybe 281 right after that or something. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But
we have like a few people that we got going. So.
Yeah, I think Burt MMA and stuff, yeah. So, but definitely we'll put you on for one. We'll put you on. If you support us, bro, we're supporting you 100%. Dirty Rush said, "I wouldn't bet this fight with your money anytime. I know that Trinaldo could end the fight with one punch ability. Brown is pretty tough." Yeah, there's They're both good. They're both good. The line's way off. They're both good. It's going to be closer than that line says. Let's our here Ranch said Trinaldo barely beat low level Dwight Grant. Yeah. Right. Ice Viking said tough fight. Trinaldo is like an old stump in the yard that's difficult to remove. Yeah. No styling on him. Biggest trap of the card. I would just bet like the over or Randy Brown by decision. Main event time, boys and girls. We got MacKenzie Dern versus Xiaonan Yan. Who do you got in this fight?
I'm going to go with Dern here, and I usually fade her really bad, but every one of her fights in the last at least 2 or 3 fights, her strikings look better. She's got amazing grappling. Everybody knows that. And Yan's striking, I mean, it's pretty solid, but her ground game is awful. So if Dern can get this fight to the mat, I know she doesn't have the greatest takedown abilities in the world, but she does look like she's improving with that with some trips because she doesn't really have great wrestling. She's not going to go for like that double leg takedown from across the ring and try to get it. She's not ever going to do that. But if she can clinch up with someone and use her trips or even pull guard, get this fight to the mat, I think it's going to end shortly after that because Jan's has no ground game at whatsoever. I haven't pulled the trigger yet on Dern by sub. I'm waiting for a couple lines. I'm going to see if my books give me plus money, but I'm going to probably do that for sure. And I just don't see this going past the 3rd round. It's going to happen in the third, like between rounds 1 and 3. One time it's going to get to the ground, submission, armbar, triangle, rear naked choke, whatever you want to say. Dern's good at all of them. It's going to happen. So give me Dern by sub here.
Yeah, man. I'm with you, dude. The line's pretty wide as far as playing a money line on Dern. But yeah, man, Jan's got good boxing, really good boxing, fast, crisp, technical boxing. But she's pretty easy to take down. And like you said, she has really her ground game's terrible. She got finished by Carlos Esparza in the crucifix in the 2nd round. And Carlos Esparza doesn't finish anybody. You know what I mean? And her ground game is just terrible. And she's easy to take down. So she overswings. She comes in and likes to throw in combo a lot, so she can overswing and get taken down. I've seen Gedalia take her down. I've seen Esparza take her down. I want to say there was another fight too. I've seen somebody take her down. But I'm with you, bro. I believe that Dern touches her good. As soon as Dern grapples with her one time, it's going to be over. Yeah. Even if she can't get the takedown, you've seen how she wrapped up Tisha Torres, almost got the standing Kimura, then took her to the ground, had her in all different knee bars, everything. And Tisha Torres is a 3 times better grappler and wrestler than Yan.
I would say like 10 times.
I was trying to be because she has legit jiu-jitsu, all that, man. And I really do think that Dern latches onto her and gets that sub the first time they go to the ground. Like, and it could be in the 1st round, 2nd round, but it's in the small cage. So all Dern has to do, and Dern's strikings look good. So all she has to do is start backing up Yan one time, get her up against the cage, and just latch onto her like a fucking climbing a tree. So I didn't like the money line. I was waiting for that sub prop to come out, but I knew it was going to come out, pretty decent. Probably either even money or minus.
I feel like minus 110. I'm hoping like one of my books that I use will give me plus 100, and I'm gonna jump on that.
Right. Well, Carlos, here's the thing. Carlos has Dern by sub at minus 112. Yeah. The play that I made,
bad.
I have 2 units on the under 3.5 rounds. Like I said, because I'm really thinking Dern gets her in the 1st or 2nd round, but that covers me. Say Dern slips and falls on a banana peel, a shoulder goes out of her socket, knee, whatever, or Yan hits her with some crazy weird punch when she's coming in. Anything can happen. So I took the under plus 100, under 3.5. So that gives me, all 3 basically into the middle of the 4th round.
True.
Or middle of for her to get the finish. So
yeah, I can see that for sure. I don't think it's going to go past round 3, to be honest.
And plus 100. And like I said, that covers you just in case some shit happens with Yan. So it's like, I really like that at plus money. And then the Dern's sub is minus 112. So that's actually worse than that over under. But I seen some books have it at over under 2.5. And my book gave it to me at 3.5. So I jumped all over that, put 2 units to win 2 units on that. But yeah, Carlos said Dern by sub minus 112. Love that day. I love that line all day. Yeah.
Minus 110 is not bad at all. Like, I'm just waiting. Just waiting.
No. Rand said Yan has no answer for Dern on the ground, and it will get there. Definitely. Abraham Khan, what's up, man? Appreciate you showing up. He said, I'm thinking about doing Oleinik by sub and Grisham Allen parlay. What do you think? I like the Oleinik by sub. I like the Grisham, but Alan, we both bet Jocko.
Yeah.
So I do not.
Alan, he could do it.
I can't hate it.
It's going to be a close decision no matter what, but I think Jocko is going to get like a 29-28.
Yo, Broke Bets said, hopefully Dern can get a takedown. If she can, hopefully a backpack rear naked choke. Yeah, she can get it standing. What she was doing to Tisha Torres is more than adequate to do to
Yan wouldn't know what to do. And she would probably fall over because Torres kept her up for the majority of that time.
And then when it went to the ground, it got even way worse. And like I said, like her grappling's legit. Dern by sub all the way, parlayed with Ricci. Get that money again. Let's make it 5 straight. Exactly. That's an excellent parlay right there. I believe that Mikey has one like that too with Dern and Ricci. Good parlays. Dern all the way. My boy Derek Izzy, he said, I'm macking with Kenzie on this one. Dern, let's go. Let's go. Ice Viking capper comparison picks. I agree. It will find the mat, and the rest is history. Yeah. Yan is going to box up Dern until the first clinch. Yeah, that's good. And Dern's striking under Jason Perillo, man, has looked so much better lately. But which helps her so much be able to set up her, not wrestling, but like grappling in the air. Like she uses jiu-jitsu up against the cage, basically. So it's the same thing. See Carlos, he bet the over 1.5. I like that. Dern is one of Dirty Reg. Dern is one of my favorite female fighters, but damn, she have to dig too deep to get the win. Sometimes I'm making a flyer on Yan decision myself. Not sure if betting that though. Hey man, I can't blame that because if she gets it done, that's how.
Yeah, I think that's how she does it too. Yan by decision. If you like Yan, I wouldn't do a money line. Well, I mean, it's plus money. Plus money is good no matter what. So I think it's going to be by decision.
Yeah. Dern by KO, TKO, DQ, or submission minus 110. Yeah, I don't mind that one. Ice Viking, Bo Nichols sub came through, but will Dern sub? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Yo.
Look at Patrick.
What's that?
It's the China flag.
Oh.
Got a little something, maybe a little sneak peek for tonight's little live stream.
We're gonna be the Allen Jocko fight's gonna be crazy for the live stream because he's got Allen, we got Jocko.
Ooh, I wonder if
we got the bets. Yeah, can't overlook Jan's 6 decisions in a row in the UFC. Yeah, but she hasn't been fighting like a straight savage ground girl.
She's tough though. She can take some shots, so I don't think she's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, if Rodriguez didn't put her out, I don't think.
No, yeah.
Carlos, want to make it easy money on Bet Online, Bet Live. Morgan against Ronda Rousey. I get Morgan at plus 300. She's now at plus 200. Carlos knows his WWE wrestling bets. I can't get my hands on. I went to go. He gave me some, and I went to some lines, some picks. Man, I couldn't get my hands on. 1 second, I'm gonna get my little daughter.
Oh, we're gonna do baby blood bets. If y'all don't know baby blood bets, get ready. See if she can actually come out. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm going to do a Dern by submission, a bet. I'm just waiting for a couple of my other books that I use to put out their props more. Just DraftKings is out, and it's at minus 110. So I'm hoping that one of my other books is like plus 100 or better, and I can just throw money on that instead. So I do like Dern by submission. Let's see. Yeah, there are some of my books that have like the under 2.5 for that, but I do see some that are like still at 3.5. So I don't know if people are making the book switch to over under 2.5 instead of 3.5 for that round or for that fight, the Dern and Yan. So here she is. She coming?
Yeah, come on, everybody. Come here, baby.
What up, Avery?
Say what's up, everybody. Say what's up, Johnny. All right, we're going to do 2 picks, Beauty. You ready? Okay, who's going to win, MacKenzie Dern or Xiaonan Yan?
Which one's the underdog?
Oh, you just got to pick, Beauty. And I'll tell you. MacKenzie Dern or Xiaonan Yan?
Xiaonan Yan.
Well, you picked the underdog. Uh-oh. Oh, you going as long as she wins in under 3.5 rounds.
I picked the underdog.
Okay, the next one, this is a tough one. Brendan Allen or Christoph Jocko? Atta girl.
Not the underdog though.
There's your 2 picks. You got Jocko and Yan. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Say if you want to make money, take them picks.
Take them pics.
That's right. Johnny K and Baby Blood.
Yep. Say bye.
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 Number 6. Me?
You can have my mint. Always steals my candy off my desk. All right, boys. I gotta get ready to take off for work. But so that was another great show, man. Let's see. Go through what we can really quick. Ice Viking. I learned from UFC Gambling Addicts channel that those 2 fight parlays are the way to go, if any. It's fun when you hit a big multi-legger, but you would lose in the long run parlaying like that.
Yep.
Patrick said, "Come on, bro. I was waving to my girl Jan's home flag." The real fight MMA guru versus Dan Hardy. Anyways, it's like a female MMA without the TNA.
I did see that video with that stuff. I want to see that video of Dan Hardy and Goddard.
Oh, they get in a fight or something?
No, they were just bashing MMA Guru because Guru put out a video saying that Mark Goddard did like a bad job with some fight. I think it was the Kamaru Usman Covington fight, and then they got all butthurt about it and basically, I guess, bashed Guru, but took down the video after like an hour after that. So like Guru's like trying to get the video so he can see it. He didn't even see it, but everybody
he didn't. And they was talking shit about
it, but they're not going to put up the video, I guess. So it's just go check it out. Just go watch his video. It's pretty funny.
Mikey, I'm gonna have to show Avery the live chat after this. Mikey said, "Hello, little person." Ice Viking said, "Princess of Picks over here." Yup.
All right, Baby Blood.
Yeah. Oh man, she agreed with Patrick on the Yan pick. I didn't realize that.
Man, that's gross.
Well, hey, she agreed with us on the Jocko pick. So.
That's true. I'll take that. That's fine.
Yeah. As long as Yan wins in under 3.5 rounds,
that's true. You have a chance to win too. I probably don't. So
Lay says Ice Viking, absolutely the way to go. Straight plays or 2-piece parlays and never parlay a plus line. Yeah, yep. Because you already got your value there. So there's no point in you're just taking away from your value. Definitely.
That's exactly what I do. I never like put an underdog in a parlay.
Even close money, like if somebody like Jocko's minus 110, like
just straight bet it, just put another unit on it or something like that.
Yep. Wow, the upset. Yeah, upset alert. I know. I hope, man. He said biased. Dirty Reg said, ask her some more. Next week, I will. Dude, who was it that put up the sound clip? And it was last week. She goes, is she an underdog? I love underdogs or something. And somebody put the sound clip on our last week's live. And he was like, every time I hear a fight line come out, and he's like, I like underdogs. It was hilarious.
I do remember that though.
Somebody put that in. They timestamped it, dude. And I'm like, what's that? I clicked.
Oh yeah. Who was it? I remember. I can see it, but I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go listen to it. I listened to it like 10 times. I let her listen to it. But
I want to pick the underdog.
Yeah. I love underdogs.
Every time I go to the window, I want to pick the underdog.
Dirty Reg got the vote of confidence. Carlos said, great picks, Baby Blood. Yeah, great one. Appreciate everybody coming out, man. Lay, Mikey, Carlos, Ice Viking,
James, Papa Chuck,
Fisherman, Papa Chuck, Dirty Reg, John, Addicted to Combat, Lou Betcha, Ice Viking. I think I might have said everybody that comes out every weekend and comments with us. We might only have like 30, 40 people on this chat, but dude, everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody knows what they're talking about, and everybody's super cool, man. So that's the biggest thing. We have a good time, man. Lay said, appreciate the show, fellas. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your shows too, Lay.
100%.
Yep, you're great for the community. James said, hope you guys win this Saturday. Great show, fun talking with you. Cheers, Jimmy, and cheers, Jim and Amy. Thank you guys for showing up every week. They got their internet back too, and they got better internet, so they'll definitely be here every week. Yan and Jocko love it. Yep, Baby Blood is. That's a good parlay. UFC Gambling Addicts, never got caught with your hand in the cookie jar too often. Yeah, he makes just I call him the sniper, dude. Makes sniper picks, perfect little bets, dude, and hits them. And that's what you're supposed to do. Build up that bankroll, man. Just spoke to Dan. He's all good.
Oh, with Hardy?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Dude, I bet he does too. That's what's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, that's cool. Dev the dude's here. He said, "What's up?
Dev.
Everybody go check out Dev's stuff, man. Instagram, YouTube, everything, Twitter. Dev's good people, man. Make a segment, Cody, for your daughter to give us the full card. I might have to have her make some picks. We'll see how she does this weekend because she loves it.
If she's not making good picks, then we can't have her on the show. So
yeah, I mean, you gotta come with the heat. You can't just be on the show.
I know, right? You don't get a free pass because she's your daughter or something.
No, I need good picks. These
picks. That's right.
Dev said all in Allen. No way. I hope not, but definitely possibility. Lay said anything up to minus 200. Yeah, that Lay's got it just like me. Like, if I see 180, I'm gonna have to put 270 to get 150. That's usually what I like to do. But usually over 200 is when I parlay, because anything else than that, you can find the value to just straight bet it. Excellent information. Everybody should be on Lay's Patreon too, because not only does he give you, that's where you get his bets. He's got a great Discord, but he also puts out a whole betting thing for like props for the whole card, like that you get an email through his Patreon, and it tells you all the winning, like what he thinks the winning percentages are for this bet. Here's the line. Here's what it should be. Excellent information. Everybody knows Lay's got good stuff, so everybody should already be on that. He said, I love how you tell her that it was an underdog after the fact. Yeah, I don't want her to know. I'm not influenced. She loves underdogs, but I'm not. I mean, she did pick Jordan Levitt versus Patty Pimblett, so I was not excited. That was her first picks.
He looked good for a little bit.
First round. If it was a 1-round fight, he won that all day.
Exactly, yeah.
All day. Yep. Parlay is love. There's no love, man. Appreciate you showing up, bro.
Yep.
Great show in chat. CJ, best show, UFC show out there. Appreciate
definitely check out CJP or Carlos's YouTube channel as well. He just started one up. So
yes, yeah, damn it, yes. Everybody check out the name CJP _UFC _bets. Go check that out. He had his first YouTube video out. He put it out this week for this card. Everybody go show him some love, man.
Yep.
And anybody else that starts any, let us know and we'll be on it, showing some more love. Bunny Hunter, appreciate you showing up. Ice Viking, Bunny Hunter, Papa Chuck, the winner of the contest.
Yeah, definitely your address, Papa Chuck. I don't know. I didn't look, so if you've done it already, thank you. And I'll get it going.
Yep. Bunny Hunter said you guys crack me up, like sitting at the bar with you guys at the bar. We would do that sometime. I'm telling you, when this thing gets bigger, man, a couple years into it, we're gonna get a capper show where we're gonna do an award show out in Vegas, like new capper of the year, this, all that. We're gonna set some stuff up. We're gonna make this big because everybody loves it, and then we're all gonna get together and hang out. And like I said too, if you want to basically hang out at the bar with us this weekend, come to our fight companion, because we're all gonna be on here having drinks, smokes, watching the fights, winning bets, and having a good time. So
that's gonna be on Patrick's channel, right?
Yep. No, it's going to be on my channel.
Oh, your channel. Okay, yeah.
Yep. And then we'll just move it around. We'll have some more, get some more people in and everything. So Noel Murphy dropping in late after work. Cheers, boys. Sparking up to the show. AAA, man. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you showing up. All right, guys. I got to get going to work, but I appreciate all you guys, and we will see you guys on Saturday night, man. See y'all. Later, guys.